We've all been there, feeling stuck in the grind, chasing that freedom we're aching to find. But what if the answer was clearer than you knew? With numbers and strategy, we'll walk you through. No more shame, no fear inside. We're turning pressure into power and fight. From paycheck to purpose, we rise up.
Welcome to Fearlessly Debt Free. Welcome to our new members here on the group, and I am so excited to talk about this topic today. I know maybe you saw in the comments that we're talking about building muscles. So we're talking about something that may or may not look like it's a correlation, and it may sound a little crazy at first, and we're connecting these two things that seem like they have nothing to do with each other. But let's think about it this way: your biceps and your bank account, or your quads and your credit score. Okay, so you get it, right? You understand which road we're going down. But here's the thing. I've discovered that getting fit and getting financially free follow the exact same playbook. So you got to think about that for a moment. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. I've been in the fitness industry, some may know this, some may not know this, for over 36 years. And I say that and I'm like, oh my gosh, have I actually been in that industry for that long? And I have. I've been around for a while. Some of you are thinking 36 years. I'm not even 36 years old. So on a little side note, I like people to know that having a background with fitness and nutrition and taking really great attention to your body, that actually works. I mean, our body was meant to move. Our body was meant to do certain things and not sit around and eat bonbons all day. But the correlation actually between fitness and money is really pretty cool. So if you've ever felt like you're failing at money, or if you're just getting started and you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, this conversation is for you. So both journeys start with a little pain. They require you to show up consistently, and they lead to this incredible, powerful feeling and this freedom. So let's dive in. We're first going to talk about the soreness stage. So some of you probably rolled your eyes, or you thought back and you're like, oh my gosh, I totally know the soreness stage that you're talking about. It's the picture that we can paint of us deciding that we're going to get back into shape. You go to the gym, you maybe go for a jog, you go for a run, you start lifting weights, and you feel amazing during the workout. You're like, okay, I got this. Things are good. I remember what this was all about. I'm going to be so fit. You're encouraged and you're motivated. And then you wake up the next morning and you're like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? Maybe you can barely walk. The stairs become an enemy to you. Sitting down to use the facilities, if you know what I mean, you're like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get through? So maybe, you're thinking, this whole workout thing isn't for me after all. Maybe you've been there. I don't know. So that soreness, it's really not a sign that you've messed up or you're in trouble or you shouldn't continue. It's actually your muscles saying, okay, we're waking up. I remember what this feels like. And quite honestly, on a fitness scale or on a fitness end, when you start moving again, you knock out that lactic acid and the soreness does get better. So to remedy that soreness, you've got to move. So we're building and we're growing and we're connecting, and our muscles are making those new connections. So we're going to take that information and we're going to correlate it to us getting stronger, and then shifting the tone to really get into the money mindset when it comes to building that. So your financial journey feels the same as beginning a workout. So you want to visualize that. You finally sit down, you take a look at your debt, you add up those credit card balances that you might have been avoiding, you check your bank accounts, and you're like, oh my gosh, okay, this hurts. I'm feeling it. It's getting sore. And then I don't mean it's just an emotional connection. Studies actually show that when you talk about money, it triggers stress hormones in your body. So your bank account is literally making you sore. And here's what I want you to know. 72% of adults feel stressed about money. 72%. Sometimes I run numbers and I give you percentages and statistics, and they're really just to remind you that you're not alone. And these statistics, in this case, the 72%, it actually comes from the American Psychological Association and Institution. There are people out there that study these conversations and study these statistics. And yeah, so maybe it feels uncomfortable, but you have to know, again, you're not broken, you're not failing. You are part of the majority, my friend. You are. And so we just want to address these conversations. We want to make them a little bit lighter. We want to smile through them, even though in the back of our mind we might be having other thoughts. And they say sometimes you fake it till you make it. So we just talk about it and we pretend that we're feeling good about it. So just like you wouldn't quit the gym because you're sore, and I don't want you to, I don't want you to quit your financial journey because it feels uncomfortable right now. That discomfort is proof that you're growing. So here's a challenge for you, for one of the few challenges I'll have during this few minutes. This week, I want you to pick one financial task that makes you sore. Maybe it's just opening a credit card statement, going through it, looking through it, diving into it. Maybe it's calculating your debt. Maybe it's logging into an account that you've been avoiding. So just pick one. That's it. Just one. Do it once. Get your mind adapted to this new habit. Got it? Can you do it? Okay. Who's it going to be? Who's going to do this? Are you going to do it? I hope you do. So now let's go into our next point, and that's consistency builds strength. Again, you don't just wake up one morning and ta-da, you worked out once, and wouldn't that be nice though? So you push through the soreness, and here's the truth bomb. Talking about you don't just do it once, you don't get those abs with one workout. I know, wouldn't that be great? It would be so awesome. It's not like you said, oh, I just did 50 crunches, I'm good, check out my six pack. Probably not. That's not how it works. And then real strength comes from showing up time and time again, even on the days that you don't feel like it. And I often say, you know what? If you don't feel like it, just go to the gym for 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes, leave. And I can tell you that you won't leave. You'll stay. And you just have to trick your brain into doing what is going to be good for it. So your financial workouts are no different. Check your accounts every week. Update your debt tracker monthly. Look at it. See where you're going. See what the budget looks like for this month going into the next. Add your emergency fund, add to it consistently. Your emergency fund is exactly that. You don't want to find yourself in a situation and you're like, oh my gosh, where's that money going to come from? You want to build an emergency fund. And really, you have to define what is an emergency. It may not be the cute little bag that you see shopping. That may not be an emergency, but maybe you could justify it. I don't know. So these are your reps. And here's a really cool part. Fidelity did this huge study and found that people that had a written financial plan are 2.5 times more likely to follow through. Why? Because a plan turns I should probably into I'm definitely doing this 7 o'clock on Tuesday night. So putting it in your schedule, make it a non-negotiable appointment with yourself. And I'm going to be honest with you, when you start doing your own debt-free journey, and you've got your journal and you're doing all the things right, you typically don't want to do it on a weekly basis. But changing it to that weekly check-in, it's going to make a difference. It may be hard at first, it may be boring or may feel boring, it may be feeling disappointing or annoying, but you know what? After about a month, something clicks. So you've got to do that consistency for that full 30 days. And once it clicks, you'll start seeing that progress, and then you will start to feel in control. And I don't know if you're listening to this and think, you know, my month is still going, but my money already ran out. And who's in control in that case? You're probably not honing in on exactly what the numbers look like. And then once you start feeling in control, you will actually look forward to them weekly. You'll look forward to them monthly. It's really kind of crazy, but then it becomes like a little game, right? So that you want to stay in charge of that. So here's your second challenge. Grab your phone right here. I love my phone. Grab it and use the calendar. If you don't use your calendar on your phone, that's okay. Hopefully you have a paper calendar, but go ahead and book that time weekly. Schedule it for just 15 minutes. Call it your money workout. Put it on that calendar and stick to it every single week. Same day, same time. Make it as non-negotiable as brushing your teeth. Make it as non-negotiable as possible. Maybe it's your Sunday night. You grab your coffee or your beverage on a Sunday night, grab your spreadsheet and check in on your money. check it out. Say, hey, Money, how's it going? What day works for you? So if you think of a day right now and you're like, oh, I could totally do that, take a moment to drop that message into the comments and say, it's my Monday morning, it's my Friday afternoons, whatever it is for you. Okay, so another point that we're going to make is that your gym buddy matters. You know, the gym buddy, the guy or the girl that says, okay, let's go, we're doing it. So here's the question: why do people hire a trainer? And I know why people hire trainers. There's a few reasons why. They don't just wake up one morning and go to the gym all the time. You make that commitment. So having a trainer or signing up for a fitness class, there's a commitment there. There is accountability there. Maybe it's a buddy, maybe it's a friend that you want to drag to the gym, because hopefully you'll keep each other accountable. Once you start working alone, it's more difficult than working alongside with an accountability partner. And some people do. They hire that trainer just for that purpose, or that main purpose. Obviously, you have somebody that's educated and professional in that field to give you what you need and what you're looking for. But having that accountability is awesome. You'll have that person who says, come on, 5 more reps, you can do it. You've got this. And they push you to do more than you would typically do on your own. And of course, they will just keep you accountable to just at least show up. Okay, so here's the deal. Money is the same. It's the same exact way. If you've been taught that money is a taboo topic, like you can talk about Aunt Mary's questionable life choices at the dinner table at Thanksgiving, but it's taboo that you can't talk about the fact that you're trying to pay off debt. A study by Northwestern University found that 44% of Americans say that money is harder to talk about than politics or religion. So we are all in separate corners, struggling in silence, thinking we are the ones who don't have it all figured out. So when you talk about that money all the time, it makes a difference. Ramsey Solutions actually found that 79% of millionaires regularly seek advice from financial experts and peers. It's huge. It's so important. They know that you can't build wealth in isolation. So let me ask you this question. Who is your money gym buddy? Do you have someone that you can text and say, hey, I just paid off another $500 towards my debt? Or it could be even, I'm struggling with this decision. What do you think? So bouncing it off somebody really brings more clarity. If you don't have that person yet, that's okay, but you need to find them. Maybe it's your spouse. Maybe it's a really great friend. Someone who is in a position financially, potentially, that you would want to trade places with. Take a moment to think through it. Maybe it's a mentor. Maybe it's me, a strategist like myself, who can help you step through some of those challenges. Okay, here's your next to-do on the to-do list. This week, have one money conversation with someone that's safe. Ask them, what's one bold decision that you've made in the financial realm that has changed your future? And if you don't have that person yet that you can ask that question to, drop the word gym buddy and I can reach out to you privately and see if you want to share that information with me. In the comments, let's start building that community, because again, I want this to be a place where we can come together. Told you that being anonymous is really important. So put your question in anonymously if you want to have some answers to those questions. All right, so we're going to finish up here, and we talked through pushing through the discomfort, showing up consistently, and getting support. Now is the really fun part. The big, bold moves. You got to do big, bold moves. Think about that for a moment. Imagine you signing up for your first 5K, or when you finally lifted that heavier weight than you've been eyeing or checking out, and you're like, oh, I think I can do it. Or when you committed to that fitness challenge. Those decisions, they may have changed something in you, right? Think about it. Maybe you've been there. Maybe you've already done it. Well, again, your financial life is full of opportunities for those in the same transformation ways. Those moments will change you. They will take you to new levels. Consolidating your debt into one strategic payoff plan, maybe that's one option. Starting to invest, even though it feels scary, and investment doesn't mean you have to invest millions and millions of dollars. You can start to invest for $5 a month if that's all you can do, just to get into the habit of that muscle memory and that consistency. And then you can add to it when you feel more comfortable, or when you start to see it growing. You're like, oh my goodness, this is exciting. Can I put a little bit more into it? Meeting with a strategist to map out your wealth building plan is so important. or maybe it's launching that side hustle that you've been dreaming about. And here's what I know. The average millionaire, they have 7 streams of income. Seven different things working in the background. Some they're moving actively. So 7, that's a lot of things moving. And they don't just wake up one day and they have them all. So it's a building block. You build one on top of the other. They made intentional, bold choices that build momentum over time. And that's why I say, maybe it's something that you've thought about. Maybe it's something that you want to do. Just do it. We did a couple of podcasts with business owners and listening to their big, bold moves. And definitely it starts from one thing and it trickles into another, but nothing's going to happen until you start. Okay, so starting with the ability to make that plan, set a date, tell people that you're not backing out of it. You're going to keep moving forward. Look for those people that can support you and take that bold move. Challenge yourself. Challenge everything. Take those small steps because small steps turn into big steps. Consistency is essential, but you need those big moments to shift your entire trajectory of your future. So take the shift, do the action. Okay. So here I want you to write down one big, bold financial move that you've been avoiding. I don't know what that is for you. Maybe it's setting your debt-free date. Maybe it's increasing your savings by 5%. Or maybe it's booking that call with a financial strategist to help you along that journey. And it's just a conversation. So having somebody to bounce that information off might really bring you some focus, some vision, some clarity. So don't be afraid to do it. Starting that business, maybe it's the business that you keep thinking about over and over and over again, and you're just scared, and that's really a great place to be. When you're scared to do something and you do it anyway, you'll find that you have the ability to keep moving forward, and it's amazing. Then I want you to go ahead and circle a date on your calendar to start. Maybe it's today, maybe it's tomorrow, maybe it's next week. So who's ready to make a big, bold move and a big, bold shift? Is it you? Go ahead and drop those comments. We want to see if you are ready to make that big, bold move. Go ahead and write the word bold in the comments. Okay, so we're going to bring it home. Let's recap because I want you to remember that soreness is growth. That financial discomfort means you're waking up your muscles and your money muscles. And that is a good thing. And that consistency builds strength. Small, regular action compounds into massive results. So your gym buddy matters. You can do this and you can do it by yourself, or you can do this and you can do it with somebody else. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to make big, bold moves to transform your future by yourself, but you can do it with somebody else that can help you and cheer you on. If you pair those small steps with the big decisions, that's going to be transformative. So this is what I want you to know. You don't have to figure this all out by yourself. Just like a trainer helps you push past your limits in the gym, a financial strategist can help you push past your limits with your money. And that's exactly what I do. And if you're ready to stop feeling the sore and start building real strength, the kind that leads to financial freedom, then that's the abundance that you deserve. I want to help you. There's other people that want to help you too. And I think sometimes we just don't ask. So if you want to move forward and have a conversation, that's great. Like I said, seek out those in your life who can help you, support you, and lift you up. You can always head to my links and grab a spot on my calendar and we can have that free conversation. It's amazing and you'll learn so much. And I want to encourage you today and thank you for taking the time to listen. Send this information to somebody else that you feel that be able to benefit from these concepts and these different things that we may not be thinking about all the time. I want to say thank you so much for being here with me today at Fearlessly Debt Free, where we take big, bold moves towards financial freedom so that you can live that truly abundant life. Now tell me, what's your big, bold move? Do you know it? Did you drop it in the comments yet? I hope you did. Okay, we will talk again. Have a beautiful day and thank you for joining us. And my hope is that you have so many great things to take away from this conversation and that you move into action. See you soon.
We've all been there, feeling stuck in the grind, chasing that freedom we're aching to find. But what if the answer was clearer than you knew? With numbers and strategy, we'll walk you through. No more shame, no fear inside. We're turning pressure.
This episode is brought to you by Fearlessly Debt Free. Do you have great income, but the debt just doesn't seem to be going down fast enough? Just know that you are not alone. At Fearlessly Debt Free, I help people just like you pay everything off. Credit cards, loans, even mortgages, in half to a third of the time, for half to a third of what you owe. And no, this isn't budgeting, it's not debt consolidation or bankruptcy. It's math, it's strategy, and it's automatic. And it works. How would it feel to be completely debt-free and to start building incredible wealth much, much faster? Schedule your free Debt to Wealth discovery call today at fearlesslydebtfree.com and take your next steps fearlessly.
We've all been there, feeling stuck in the grind, chasing that freedom we're aching to find. But what if the answer was clearer than you knew? With numbers and strategy, we'll walk you through. No more shame, no fear inside. We're turning pressure into power and fight. From paycheck to purpose, we rise above. This is your moment, it starts with self-love. Big, bold moves, abundant life. Fearlessly debt-free, we're doing it right. Cutting through the chaos, clarity shines. Wealth on the horizon, it's finally time. Strategy strong and direction clear. Let's build a future without the fear. You're not alone, we've got your back. Rewriting your story, getting life on track. Your money, your terms, your freedom to claim. Enjoy this journey, no more of the same. Big bold moves, abundant life. We're turning pressure into power and fight. From paycheck to purpose, we rise above. This is your moment, it starts with self-love. Big bold moves, abundant life. Fearlessly debt-free, we're doing it right. Cutting through the chaos, clarity shines. Wealth on the horizon, it's finally time. Strategy strong and direction clear. Let's build a future without the fear. You're not alone, we've got your back. Rewriting your story, getting life on track. Your money, your terms, your freedom to claim. Enjoy this journey, no more of the same. We're turning pressure into power and fight. From paycheck to purpose, we rise above. This is your moment, it starts with self-love.